Teacher Terry here, and today I am going to talk about what kind of materials and props I use in my lessons. This is a question I get a lot from my referrals, and I just figured I'd make a video to help all of you guys. I keep it very simple, so the number one prop I suggest that you have is a whiteboard, preferably a magnetic one, but it doesn't need to be. This is an eraser and a marker. And this is what I bring when I travel and I teach, because that's the glorious thing about this job is you could teach from anywhere. So I always make sure I bring my whiteboard and my marker and my eraser because I can basically teach anything with this. Next, I like to have a lot of different flashcards to use because it's very important to show examples and images to the students to help explain the new vocabulary concepts. So, one of the ones I use, I teach land animals a lot. So I have got this from the dollar store. And has different animals, the hippos, the lions, the gorilla. And they really like seeing the actual real images because sometimes VIPKID uses the clip art images. So it's nice to show them the real photographs of the animals. Another one I got from the dollar store, it's Play School First Words Language. And this is a good set if you're teaching a specific letter, like I have key and kite. So there's different just images in there that you can always incorporate into your lessons. This one I use a lot. I do not remember where I got this one, but it has digraphs and blends. And I use these a lot because I do teach the digraphs very often in the level of students that I teach with VIPKID. This is a must. You must have an alphabet set because you will use this all the time. This is not my favorite set, but it works. This is another flashcard set I got from the dollar store, and it is basic skills, and it's colors and shapes, and I use this a lot to teach my different shapes. And it didn't include some shapes, so I just used index cards and drew my own, which brings me to my next thing that I think you all should have are index cards. On these index cards you can write sight words, you can write vocabulary words, you can write digraphs and blends if you don't have the cards and draw your own pictures. So I always use index cards. I also made for compound words, you just kind of fold it and you write the first word and the second word, and then you say pan plus cake equals pancake, and then you can fold it and it creates the word pancake. Index cards, I write when I'm teaching question words. I just write them with a bunch of question marks on it. So you don't have to be fancy, and I just keep these in. I actually use a recipe box to organize my flashcards. My other friend is Google Image, and I use Google Image to print different animals that are a hard concept. I was teaching the gopher and the mole, and my students were getting these confused, so I just printed out images from Google Image and added a text box and labeled them. I have goggles, these are just some of them, my 3D shapes, soccer, so just different things. Google Image is my friend. I don't use it for every lesson, but if there's a hard concept, I usually search for an image, print it out, and I'm done. I highly suggest you have some sort of a stuffed animal. I love the gators, go Gators, so I have an alligator. It's also good if you're teaching the aquatic lessons, the aquatic animal lesson. I actually went to the dollar store. I didn't have any puppets, so I got a washcloth that's a frog, and my frog talks to the students, and it works. Sticks on my hands, and I do suggest getting a puppet where the mouth moves, which is next on my list. But if you're doing your demo interview class, this works if you only spend $1 on it. Okay, so the dollar store is my friend. I have a map because a lot of times we would talk about traveling. Also, they like to see where you live, so you can show them on the map. This is from the dollar store, and you just blow it up, and you're ready to go. I teach a lot of abroad lessons, so I have an American flag. And then I use this clapper from the dollar store, and usually when they get a star or they do a good job, I'll be like, high five, and they like it, and instead of my hand, they high five the clapper's hand. And then at the end of the lesson, I usually just try to be goofy. So usually I'll say goodbye to them with like a mask. This is from the dollar store. And, or I have this crazy head thing that's from the dollar store, and I like it because it's orange for VIP Kid. And I just say, good job, see you next time, and I just act goofy. So those are some of the things that I use as props. I keep it simple. Flashcards, index cards, and then different just incentives, a puppet, a stuffed animal, and a clapper. And of course, if you don't have any of that, make sure you have a whiteboard and a marker, because that will help you get through most of your lessons, especially when you're traveling. I hope this video helped you. My name is Teacher Terry. Feel free to email me, terrythetutor@gmail.com, if you have any questions. If you need a referral teacher, please use the link below, and I would love to help you through your interview VIP Kid process. Bye!